Hello. And imagine being told that starting tomorrow, someone's going to follow you everywhere for the rest of your life. And I mean everywhere. Okay, to work, on vacation, to every family gathering, on every walk, to every celebration, to every difficult conversation, into every meeting, into the bathroom too. No privacy, no weekends off, no mute button, no blocking them, no moving away and hoping that they don't find you. This person will simply be there all the time till your last breath. Most of us would immediately want to know one thing. Who is this person? And do I actually like him or her? Right? And yet, that's exactly the relationship we have with ourselves. Everywhere we go, there we are. And for the person we spend the most time with, many of us know surprisingly little about us. We know what our friends enjoy. We know what our children worry about. We know our partner's favorite food. We know our colleagues' strengths. But how well do we know ourselves? And if I asked you how to build a meaningful relationship with a person, your answer may feel very obvious. Spend time with them. Listen to them. Pay attention to what matters to them. Notice what gives them energy. Understand what makes them laugh. Recognize when they're overwhelmed. Celebrate what makes them come alive. That's how relationships grow. Correct? And yet, how often do you do that with you? Do you know what gives you energy? Do you know what consistently steals your peace? Do you know what kind of days leave you feeling fulfilled? Do you know what kind of conversations light you up? Do you know what makes you feel most like yourself? And when was the last time you got genuinely curious about these questions? Over the years, I've learned a few things about myself, and let me share that with you. I've learned that I need something meaningful to think about most days. A question, an idea, a conversation, a creative project, something that allows my mind to wander and explore. Okay? I've learned that routine doesn't confine me. I like taking care of my home. I like taking care of my kids. I like the routine. It doesn't confine me, it grounds me. I've learned that peace is one of the most valuable things in my life, and I guard it very carefully. I do not do anything and trade my peace for it. Anything that requires me to give my peace away, I don't engage with, at least not anymore. And perhaps my favorite discovery of all is that underneath this coach, friend, mother, the professional, and all the other roles I play, there is still a very goofy child who laughs easily, that can cry about anything emotional on Instagram or anything on social media. I caught myself crying watching a short reel about dog adoption, where the dog chooses the owner. And I caught myself crying so much, like a baby. And I ask too many questions, and I am endlessly curious about life. And the better I know these things about myself, the easier it becomes to take care of me. Not because I'm trying to improve who I am, but because I'm learning how I work. Nobody gave me a user manual, right? For my life. I got to learn it. And the older I get, the less I think self-love is about self-centeredness. And the more I think about it, I think it's about familiarity. Knowing yourself well enough to recognize when you're thriving, when you're tired, when you're pretending, when you're afraid, and when you're alive. Because this relationship isn't going anywhere. You and I may leave jobs, move homes, outgrow friendships, change identities, change our names, begin new chapters. But this one stays for a lifetime. And perhaps that's the question I want to leave you with today. If someone spent a week following you around and listening to the way you speak to yourself, would they conclude that the two of you have a good relationship? And before you rush into the next thing today, spend 5 minutes with yourself. No phone, no distractions, no fixing, no improving, just curiosity. And ask yourself one question. How are you doing? Like, really, how are you doing? And then listen. You might be surprised by what you have to say.